Hey everyone, welcome back to the Football Plug as we're taking a look at the divisional round of the playoffs in the NFL. And we're going to take a look at each of the four games and quickly go through them. Starting off in order, we got the Packers and the Rams, and this was probably the most straightforward of all the games this weekend. Basically, everything you would, expect to happen did without really much talking points, I'd say. Aaron Rodgers continues his MVP season, leading his team against the number one rated defense, and he was able to take care of them pretty handily for the number one rated defense. I know Aaron Donald wasn't at 100%, unfortunately. The matchup of Devontae Adams and Jalen Ramsey was one I was really looking forward to, but it really wasn't anything special other than the pregame stuff. Devontae got the better of him, and as did his team overall. Next up, we got the Ravens and the Bills, and man, if you're a Ravens fan, you really have to be feeling pretty gutted about how this game went down. There was chances for you guys to, definitely come out on top. To start when, Justin Tucker misses 2 field goals, it's going to be, not really your day because he's as good as it gets. Unfortunately for them, though, the Ravens' offense is just too predictable. You knew what was coming. It got them into bad down and distances many times throughout the game. And yet they still had chances to win this game. Obviously, there's the pick six, the killer one that, we could talk about, and Lamar getting hurt. But even then, they had Hollywood Brown, 5 yards beyond, Tre'Davious White behind the defense, and they missed him still. Fair play to the Bills defense, however, who, I didn't expect them to put together this kind of performance. And they have not been as stellar as they have been in previous years. But they came in and shut down that Ravens run game and put them in those situations where they're not going to be successful, and that was why they were able to win this game. Moving on to Sunday's games, we have the Browns and the Chiefs, and wow, that was a crazy ending. 2-game, all things considered, at halftime, did not appear that we would be getting, an ending like that. The Chiefs came out hot, looked good, unexpected. I thought there would be some rust considering they didn't play for basically 3 weeks, their starters. And until the Mahomes injury, which, turned the tide in the favor of the Browns, that was definitely one time where having fans in the stadium, definitely wasn't of benefit because you could feel, the energy drain out of the stadium. And, everyone in Kansas City was holding their breath for the rest of the game. But lo and behold, Chad Henne comes in, having the moment of his career, rushing for 13 yards, and then converting on that 4th down to seal the game with the play calling that only Andy Reid and, his big balls would have, throwing forward on 4th down with your backup quarterback in. That's crazy. Fair play to the Browns, though, but they didn't really threaten that game until Mahomes went out. So, promising for them. Looking forward to them, the next few years. Lastly, the Bucs and the Saints, and wow, this game was difficult to watch if you're a fan of Drew Brees. First ballot Hall of Famer, that's just unfortunately no longer to get it done at that elite level. And there's nothing to be ashamed of in that because at his age, he really shouldn't have been, most quarterbacks are A, retired at this point, and B, if they're still playing, they're not as successful as he's been the last few years. But part of that is down to his defense and his head coach putting them in positions to win and, getting them into the playoffs each year for the last few years. It's obvious, though, Drew just, doesn't have it because they wouldn't even attempt to throw the ball, 30 yards down the field. And when they did, they brought in Jameis Winston and a trick play to do it. On the other side, though, Tom is still able to get it done remarkably at his age. And, well, nothing he does anymore should surprise anyone because he's the greatest to play the position, maybe the game as a whole. And to come into a new organization 20 years into the league and take them to the NFC Championship is a testament to what he brings to the team still at age 43, just more so than what he does, as a quarterback on the field. And, that's going to be all of the games. And, I'm really looking forward to some of these matchups next week, especially the Chiefs and the Bills. I hope Mahomes is healthy. But if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That'd be really appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.